You thought you were about to go into the video game. I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking of Spoon 9000. I thought I was going to go into the video game that I'm about to watch. And to be honest, you are my doing fans. I'm just going to take you there right now. In style. Yeah. Style indeed. Yeah. Warning. For those who are under 21, yes, I'm looking at you and telling you, cannot allow to watch this video, episode, series, or even playlist without your parents' permission. If you are watching this without your parents' permission, then you are a silly person. It's not my fault, it's your fault. You have been warned. hello, my adoring fans and each one of you, ladies, boys and girls, and traitors, and all of them. It is me, Superior 9000, but you call me Superior. Yes, that's right, the game streamer that nobody knows in the future becoming entrepreneur, extraordinary influencer, pro game streamer, actor, model, and creator, book author, and future wrestler. And yes, that's right, my adoring fans. We're back once again playing and continuing the story of You Know It, I Know It, We All Know It. And most of the story continues. Now, before we get down into the video game business, just going to throw down 3 face cards down. That'll be the end of my turn until I activate at the end of the recording streaming session. And if you're new to this channel, please press the red button to subscribe, and press the purple button to follow, and even press the green button to like, follow, subscribe, and support. And once you press those 3 buttons, or should I say 3 face down cards, I mean, you first join Superior 9000 Empire Corporation International Industry Enterprise, which are bigger, better, stronger, and more noticeable in the future to all other social media account platforms and game streaming channel account platforms. Now, enough chit chat from your boys Superior 9000. Let's get to work and let's get into the video game business. Oh, and before I do, if you missed the previous episode, do not worry, your superior will leave that in the description down below so each one you can watch it. And before we do get into the video game business, I mean, yes, I'm looking and telling you, I hope you're in your chilling gear, and I hope you've been to Lulu, and I hope you've got your drink, your snacks, and I hope you're chilling out and sitting comfortably in a game chair or on the sofa or even on that bed of yours. Anyway, as I said before, enough chat from your superior. Let's get to work and let's get into the video game business. I didn't explain that, so I said that in the last episode, so well, let's go. Another lovely day. Let's see. Let's see if yep, got Remy's number. Let's see if she's available. Let's give a call. Yeah, pretty cool picture. Let's see what Remy is up to. Spirit said, ring, 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 ring. Yeah, click. You know what that's off? Yeah, I've got film. Remy said, hello. Spirit said, hi Remy, it's Superior. I was wondering what you were up to. Remy said, hey Superior, sorry I didn't recognize the number. I'm not doing much right now. I work late later, but for now I'm just relaxing. Spirit said, damn, I was going to ask if you were free to meet up somewhere. I said, oh yeah, I work the dinner shift tonight, though I'm free before then. Spirit said, oh, well, good then. I guess deadlines are out of the question. Did you have anything else in mind? I said, oh, I have an idea, yeah. There's some new expedition at the aquarium by the beach. A promenade. Would you like to go, and would you want to go with me this afternoon, say 2 p.m.? Spirit said, that works for me, in a perfection way. But wait, didn't you say you were afraid of sharks? I said, yeah, well, I still respect them, so long as we keep on different side of the glass. They have a cool jellyfish exhibit that glows in the dark once. I'll be fine anyway. I'm sure you'll keep me safe from the scary nature. Spirit said, I can be which one, sure. So long as we get ice cream to balance it out. Remy said, haha, big kid, okay deal, see you there. Spirit said, definitely see you there, Remy. Click. Spirit said, I better get changed and head out if I'm going to catch her. It didn't take me long to pick out an outfit and drive over to the aquarium. When we had already mentioned being afraid of sharks, which was extra ammunition for making the shy bunny girl squirm in that cute way she had done at the pool. Remy was waiting inside, looking around, sheetless from her spot by the exhibit. She was wearing the same cute sweater and picking at one of her sleeves. Spirit said, Remy, hi. I didn't keep you waiting too long, did I? Remy said, oh hey, no, I only got here a minute ago. I looked around as we stood at the entrance. It seems like there were a handful of major exhibits, including jellyfish and sharks. I wonder how best to handle any shark phobia. Spirit said, so there seems to be a few cool exhibits here. How did you want to deal with the shark exhibit? We can afford it if you prefer. Roy replies, that's okay. I like to see them. My favourite is kind of the worst when I think about being in the water. I think they are nice to look at, so long as you hold my hand. Of course, Remy. He said, sound like a good trade to me. I smiled and held out my hand for her to take as we headed off along the path through the exhibit. Reply said, you know the shark exhibit isn't for a while, right? So he said, oh, I know. I squeezed her fingers softly as she wove them in mine as we walked. We strolled along together for some time, checking out the bright tropical fish dancing through the reefs and alien crab roaming like desert scavengers across the undersea worlds. The time with her seemed to fly as we chatted a little about her work in the kitchens and traded the names of a few musicians I like. Between comments on the exhibits, it was a generally nice time, and Remy's thoughtful admiration of the fish was contagious as we explored the tanks. After a while, we finished with the fragile seahorses dancing like leaves in the current of their tank and found ourselves at the mouth to the underwater walkway of the shark's tank. And we said, well, here goes nothing, right? So I was squeezed my fingers as we continued to walk through the mouth of the glass tube overhead. Spirit said, It'll be okay. We'll check them out and everything be fine. They are just like the other fish here, right? They are not anywhere near as deadly as those poisonous fish we saw. Mo replied, yeah, I guess you're right. She didn't seem all that convinced as she leaned in closer, hugging my arms. It was a sweet gesture and made me forget for a moment that Mo was supposed to be the older of the two of us. As we made our way into the center of the tank, the larger fish could swim right over our heads, surrounding us all sides. Mostly they were regular fish, moving in large or between them, gliding silently through the water with smallest flicks of their tails. Where the sharks, Spear said, see, they're not much different from other fish. Mummy said, I guess you're right, just bigger, but I suppose they wouldn't hurt me. Spear said, not at all. Most of them ain't even big enough to attack a full-grown person. Either way, I'll keep you safe. Like I said. She smiled as we stopped at the side railing, watched one of the large sharks, an 8-foot tiger shark, roam back and forth against the glass, showing off its beautiful camouflage markings. When we seen transfix, not in horror but in a admiration. I stepped behind her, wrapping my arms around her middle so I could whisper into her ear as I watched with her. She stroked me at my arms and leaned into me, her hips against my own as I gently traced over her side while we took in the sight. Suppose I see nothing to it. You're a lot more likely to get nibbled on out here. Jenny looked at her ear and she let out a playful whisper as she matted back against me with my hands on her hips. I replied, so I see. Sneaking into her ear as she wiggled her hips a little at the sound. Flush room pressed back to me as I gave her another nibble just to make her whimper. The dominant teasing really hit her buttons. Spirit said, a tasty rabbit, very hard to resist. I guess I should watch out then. Spirit said, totally. I ran my fingers over her middle, feeling her soft, fuzzy tummy through the sweat as I huffed against her ear. Mummy said, that's hard to resist. She wiggled her one back against my crouch as I squeezed her hips close as I kissed her neck. She ran her fingers against my snout as my body pressed to hers, a sign that we shouldn't get too carried away. I kissed over her fingers as I validated. She said, very hard to resist, and you know it. Bad bunny. She giggled a little, lifting my hands from her hips and kissing my thumb. I said, down boy. Spirit said, oh, you're gonna get it, sweetie, when you're not in the middle of an aquarium. I adjusted my outfit as I stepped away, giving me a playful call to get me wink as I followed her out of the rest of the exhibit. Wait. Oh no. What is it with me? Oh god, not him again. Riptide, well, looky here. Appearing between the two of the tanks, Riptide turned over, giving us both a look. A devious look, well, let's say. Riptide said, if it isn't my favourite MILF and her little messenger. Well, is it our favourite annoying no? The B word. Which I said, oh, I see what this is. So, Remy, it's too good for the likes of me and Pope for you that the hero complete is gonna get you hurt, newbie. Spirit said, Riptide, you also laugh at me and call me naive or stand up for Remy when you call her fat and a slut. Let's face it, that makes you about the worst person to be interested here. Yeah, so why don't you just head off and get out of here with your shabby lifeguard clothes and go away. Remy said, that's right. You think you can get away with telling me Ian Spear isn't worth my time after making fun of my weight and calling me a whore? It's like, now, I called you a slut at worst. Probably just said you were a nympho. Replied, I think you should back up, Riptide. I'm here with Superior. Riptide, that's fine by me. Then we can watch how a man lands a prize. None of this baby stuff. You're not script. You're a fire, Riptide, just back up. You heard what Remy said. She's here with me. Let's go, Remy. I think I'm done with the pond life here. You're not no script. We're gonna hit him. I rear up, ready to smack the smoke look off his face. Remy's hand on my arms stopped me, and I huffed frustratingly as Riptide stepped it up on the offense. Remy put her hands on my shoulders and stepped up at my side, a hand in mine, and there was so expression on her face. Remy said, "You made your point, Riptide. If you think I want to be with you after you threatened Superior and called me names, you're crazier than I thought. Just leave us alone, jerk." I said, well, fine. You win big prize, hotshot. Up this, good luck, assholes. I stormed off, leaving us in the middle of an aquarium. I'm sorry, Remy, I feel like that mess was my fault, Superior said. Remy said, no, it's my fault. While flirting with him and you, I guess. Superior said, you know, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't interesting, right? Yep. So we said, let's get out of here, huh? We'll get a coffee or something. Okay, that sounds like a good idea, Remy said. Leaving the screen after the fight scene to poke Remy a little as we walked down the street to a coffee shop along Parade. Neither of us were feeling the need to be more caffeinated after the confrontation with Riptide, but we got our hot chocolates despite the sunny day and slice of cheesecake and subsoaking into the atmosphere a little in the comfort chairs. Reply said, "This was a good choice. Thank you, Superior." Ah, there's a lovely smile right there. That makes it feel better. Superior said, "It's the least I could do." Remy, listen, I'm sorry about Riptide. His foul mouth and action and negative energy and all the trouble with him in general. I took her hand in mine and caught her eyes. Spirit said, I stood up to him back in Amorous and told him to leave you alone if he was going to treat you like a quickly. The way he acts, I wouldn't want him to hurt you. When replied, I appreciate that, Spirit, but it was still my decision to make. I don't like that you took that away from me. It wasn't fair of me to drag you into my stupid stuff with Riptide. I guess I'll let guys like that get under my skin. You're still interested in me. I hope I know stuff in the club got kind of crazy and intense, I guess. That's how club scenes can be. That's true, at least in the universe they still can. I squeezed her fingers and gave her an impressive smile. She said, of course I am. We replied, for what is worth, I'm glad that I picked you over him. At least, I think so. Spear said, what is it? When we played with her fingers and shifted in her seat a little, she looked more embraced than sad. I guess Rip also isn't exactly wrong that I've been dating at Amorous for a while. He's exaggerating my reputation, but not exactly, you know. Spear said, not exactly the kiss on the cheek after the first date kind of person. We said, I guess I like to know where I stand, you know. I might be all shy around new people, but with a partner, that's different. Depends. Spear said, the way it makes it sweeter sometimes, though. I honestly wouldn't want to rush things along. There's plenty of area for romance than just, you know, sex. But anyway, I did say I'll take charge after my nibbling at the Shark Tank. I have said if it was a problem. Mary replied, said, I guess I just want to be sure. Which I kind of surprised me. The head defense. Honestly, Spirit said, you seem most in your elements when you are taking charge. Honestly, we should both enjoy ourselves, but I wouldn't mind you leading me along. He said, I appreciate that, Spear. Thank you for the answer. I guess I'm just used to people being pretty candid. Spear, that's okay with me. I'm glad we could talk about it before it became a problem. I smiled and she laughed a little. And we said, and we got through all that without making a radical bunny joke. Spear said, I maybe thought it, but it's also not a bad thing. I look forward to that when we are both ready for it. Though, looking at the time, don't you have to be at work soon? We've got a little time. Well, yet, Swim said. We finished our drinks and got ice cream out of the beachfront, watching the sunset and sharing playful smiles while my fingers shrugged and rolled over her own passionate play between us. We calmly ate our ice cream, trying our best to ignore our free hands. I was thirsty for her. The kind of question about our roles to each other was fresh in my mind, leaving me itching if it wasn't the middle of the afternoon. If we weren't in the middle of a busy beach, I might have dragged her down to the sand with me. Our parting was concluded with a brief, passionate kiss that I wish I could have dragged on for hours. Oh, cling. A text, Spirit said. Oh, it's Wemmy. Wemmy said, had a great day today. Sorry to rush off work. Spirit said, had a great time with you too. Kiss. We should do it again soon. Very soon. 3 times kiss. Reply, sorry to leave you hungry for more stupid work. Wemmy said. Spirit replies and said, that's okay. I'll be patient, but again I am patient, so as long as it's just us. Wemmy replies, just us. Cuddle and land shark kiss. Okay, that was a lame joke. What noise do shark even make? Blub blub. Oh, Speed said. Was it not exactly intimidating? Speed replied said, one roars in the movies. Maybe said he. Break over. Well, I will be thinking of you. Yes. Ditto. I'll call love. Spear said. And love from Mommy. Goofball. Spear said. Kobe replied, you called. Oh, not you, Kobe. Why does it always have to be you? Never mind. Spear said, ha, another goofball. Where are your clothes this time? They are in the wash. Mum but spilt it, Kobe said. Spear replies that I was just texting a girl I met at the Amorous club. Remy, a bunny girl. Kobe replied, not exactly the area expertise, but if she knows. Spear said she's very nice. She's a chef too. Kobe replied, does that mean I won't be cooking for you anymore? Spear said your clothing optional pizza parties are only so nutritional, as they say. Quick replies, that depends on if the pizza guy comes in too. Okay. Spear said that happened one time. While you were here, what? I said I'm gonna take a shower. Wanna join me? Tell me all about your date. Spear said, not this time, Cobes. Blink. Cobes is fine. I'll leave you to your straight person exploits. Love, love, love. She's adorable. Well, let's save that one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and teenagers and all them, I am going to end the video here. If you like this, then I am going to add my 3 face down cards. First, after my first face down card, subscribe me, Wolfson, Legendary, Professor Nightwolf, Futurist Champion, and Pokemon and others, but wait, I'm not done just yet. To my second face down card, please press the red button to subscribe, press the purple button to follow, and press the green button to like, follow, subscribe, and support. And once you press those 3 buttons, you officially join the Superior 9000 Empire Corporation International Industry Enterprise, which channel bigger, better, stronger, more noticeable for the future to all other social media account platforms and game streaming channel account platforms. But wait, I'm not done just yet. As my third and final FaceTime card, which I'll leave this in the description down below. So call me a Social Media Universe World website, and the Social Media Universe World website are Discord, Steam, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and of course Twitch and Kick. And once you use, follow, subscribe, and support me, as I said before, you fish join the superior 9000 Empire Corporation International Industry Enterprise, which are bigger, better, stronger, and more noticeable in the future to all other social media account platforms and game streaming channel account platforms. This is Superior 9000, the game streamer that nobody knows in the future, becoming entrepreneur, extraordinary influencer, pro game streamer, actor, model, and creator, broadcaster, and future wrestler. Signing out. Okay, everyone, take care, stay home, be safe, wash hands, 2 meters away, and of course, most importantly, and repeat most importantly, and remember this, wear a mask, and I'll see each one of you on the next video of mine. But before I go, I have one thing to say. Lots of pro game streamers like myself, also and others can do big things, especially online video game streaming. All you got to do is tap name in the search, click on the channel, and see what video games play on. Okay, everyone, take care, bye, and peace. Thank you for flying Superior 9000 Pirate Shed. We hope you enjoyed these videos. Support, subscribe to this channel and other platforms as well.